kids, I don't remember who it was, probably a bunch of them, had a really good idea. Had a really good idea to replay the songs they played on the first concert to show you how much that they've improved. We thought that was amazing. We thought that was awesome. So that's what we're going to start with today. It's just a few pieces that they played on the last concert.
Okay, we had a student who had to run for something really quickly, so we're going to stall, because we don't want to start without her. We're going to go ahead and go over some things we were going to talk about at the end of the concert right now. First is solo and ensemble is tomorrow, May 3rd, and it's at Cane Bay Middle School. So for those students who are participating in that event, go to Cane Bay Middle, not Goose Creek High, which was what was originally advertised before they moved it. Your performance time was sent to you in an email. We sent an additional email to you last night around 10 o'clock, so if you didn't see it, you can go back and search for that. We encourage them to be at Cane Bay Middle around 30 minutes before their performance time, wearing nice clothes. If they want to wear their band polo again 2 days in a row, they're welcome to do that, but otherwise just nice clothes, no sweatpants, no jeans, no flip-flops, things like that. They should bring their Essential Elements book, and they should check in with either Mr. McMahon or myself in the warm-up area, and we'll give them an extra original copy for the judge. If they go into their performance room without an original for the judge, then they won't be able to get scored for a rating. So that's that. So just make sure you check in with us, and if you have any questions, just send us an email. One thing that I do want to mention, something that's really special this year about solo and ensemble is that we, as a band, are eligible for an award given by the state that Oak Brook Middle has not been eligible for in 15 years. So that's pretty exciting. Part of what the award is, it's called Outstanding Performance Award. It's given out by the South Carolina Band Directors Association, and there's certain criteria that we have to meet in order to be eligible. And there's basically 3 categories. There's region and all-state band, which is something that our 7th and 8th graders compete in, and it's very competitive. And that was kind of the first step. This is the first year in, like I said, about 15 years where we had enough students make region and all-state band to qualify us for this award. So that was a huge deal. The second step was in March. Our 7th and 8th grade band performed at something called Concert Performance Assessment. And it's a very prestigious event where we perform for 3 judges, and we perform sight reading material that we've never seen before, and they judge us on how well we perform this music for the first time. And we earned a superior with distinction, which means we earned a superior rating from all 3 judges, well, all 5 judges. And so that was the next step. We had to get superior in order to continue in this process for this award. And now the last step is we have to earn a certain number of superior ratings at solo and ensemble. So your 6th grade students are contributing to what may be the first time in 15 years our school has received this really prestigious award. And so outside on the table, we encourage you to go and look at the awards and plaques and trophies we've earned this year. All of them are from this year except for that one from 2004, which is the last Outstanding Performance Award that we've earned at this school. So that's my spiel about solo and ensemble, why it's important to go and participate, because your students really are representing our school and contributing to a much bigger achievement. Are we all back now? I guess we can also talk about this. Maybe, do you want to, I'll go check that. Yeah, I'll go check. Do you want to talk about how we, like, Kirkland's, what they did there in Newberry College?
Absolutely. So some of y'all probably went with us, but we took a select group to Newberry College to perform the last 2 pieces you'll hear tonight. And it wasn't for a rating or anything like that, but the directors over there worked with them a little bit, had some really good comments. They love the brass section, I can tell you that. They thought the woodwinds were killers. It was such a good experience, and they did so well. What about trumpets? Trumpets are killer. Trumpets want, like typical trumpet players, they always want to shout out. Yeah, awesome. But yeah, they did really well behaved, and then we went to Carowinds and played in the park for like 8 hours. I think a few kids may have thrown up. I don't know. It was really cool. They had a lot of fun. Very exciting. She's back there. Okay, good. Ready to go? Okay. All right. Here we go.
you need pop shop. You need pop.
Over those are crap.
Okay, so the songs you just heard, you probably don't recognize them, but we played them on our winter concert, and they sound a lot better now, so good job. Good job. So this is a really cool concert because we've taken you all the way from the first song we ever learned to play together, which was one note over and over and over, and now this is kind of like a montage, a speed round of everything, and you'll see how these songs you're going to hear next are a little bit longer, a little bit more complicated, different parts happening at the same time. So you're kind of seeing the progression over the course of the year in about 20 minutes, how the songs get more complicated, a little bit more complex, up to the last two songs we're going to play tonight are performed by some high school groups as well. So you're kind of seeing the whole progression. So the next songs you're going to hear are the pieces we've worked on second semester, also from our Essential Elements book. And the number 58, which is in your program as Hard Rock Blues, is actually going to be conducted by one of our 6th grade alto saxophone players. He has mentioned before that one day he may want to be a conductor, so his career starts today.
Has that been on the whole time?
Yep.
No.
I don't understand. Dude, zoom.
All right, now we'd like to welcome to the podium the Director of Bands at Ashley Ridge High School. This is Mr. Pouncey, to conduct Conquest by Brian Baldwin.
That's so hardcore. I guess it just
to teach your students every day. That makes coming to work today, coming to work every day a lot of fun. So thank you. Keep practicing at home every day. Have a great night.
7th and 8th grade are coming up next.
You were watching.
What about you?
How dare you?